What's going on, snipers? Naeem Al-Obeidi here. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful day today. Let's just dive right into our daily cryptocurrency analytics for today and take a look at some coins that the community has been talking about over the past couple of days, including Verge, Tron, Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, and Litecoin. Let's just dive right into it. So if you guys are new here to Snipers Tube, we are going to be using several different indicators here. We are utilizing our Trading View chart. The link is in the description for Trading View. And if you go to Insert Indicator and you can go to Technical Analysis or search for these, we're going to be using the volume, which is down here. We're going to be using the 3 moving averages, the RSI, and the moving average exponential, which also is called the EMA. The RSI is actually going to be here in the bottom in purple, volume down here. These 3 lines indicate the 50-day, the 100-day, and the 200-day moving average here. Looking at XVG, super predictable pattern. All of you guys should have had the ability to predict this. You can see it was a clear pennant that was forming here over the past couple of days, indicating that price movements were potentially going to break out of this pennant. And if you guys don't know how a pennant looks, we have this resource. Some of you guys are already on here. By the way, let me mention something. If you go into our Discord, this is a free and open resource available to all of you guys, and just hop into one of these voice channels. My gosh, there's always something good, you know, to get from these voice channels. Just watch this.
That was intense, bro. That was fucking awesome.
The thing with
crazy
Verge,
here. Yeah.
there's a lot of people that don't fully trust in Verge right now, and they don't fully trust.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
That's why I pulled out quick.
I think
We're just trying to make some money.
psychology with Verge, I think, outside of charts,
It's
might
better for me to lose $2 than me losing fucking $100.
All right, let's get out of there. Too much profanity, unfortunately. But, you know, you can't control everything, right? That's actually in our rules here, no profanity. But what are you going to do when they're on the voice channel? It's not necessarily easy to track. But that's not the point. The point here, guys, that's my issue. I have to deal with the disciplinary actions here. But the point for you guys is there's valuable knowledge to be taken from our Discord, guys. Not just our Trading 101 where you guys can look at the charts here, but also within the community. So I highly implore you guys to check that out. Now, something that's also pretty cool, if you guys look at the total market cap here for Verge, we're heading into the top 20. Now, Verge coming to the top 20 is huge. I think the Wraith protocol was also successfully implemented finally, and that's another reason that we're seeing these price increases in Verge. You can see total market cap is at 3 billion. Some of you guys are like, well, how do I, you know, predict this when I am not necessarily the best chart drawer or anything like that? And a lot of you guys ask me questions like, is there a way for you to post your trade alerts? And we do have an option for that. It's in our Patreon. The link is in the description for this as well. We actually posted the Verge breakout yesterday. You guys can actually see this here. We posted it at 1:29 a.m. and I had put my position in there. Of course, I'm at a huge gain now, and I'm going to be taking profits as I have already planned to take profits, as any good trader knows to plan out their trades. You can see here on our Patreon, we did predict this. So this actually also has a mobile app, so I highly encourage you guys to download the mobile app. A lot of you guys have asked me about where do I get the notifications, is it just my email? But there's also an app that you can actually download and then set up your notifications and get this instantly as soon as I put it out, and then you can actually read exactly why I think it's going to break out. So that's in the description if you guys are open to that. But I do want to continue the technical analysis, talk a little bit more about the overall market and the condition that we're in right now, especially with Bitcoin, being that we're flocking back and forth right now within this channel. I do want to mention something as well. Yesterday, there was an opportunity that a lot of us may or may have not been aware of, but CoinMarketCap actually didn't announce that they were going to take away all of the total circulating supply from the Korean exchanges and stop implementing their averages into the price average that is shown on the front page of CoinMarketCap. So what I mean by that is yesterday we were watching Ripple on the live stream, and it literally went from $122 billion market cap to like 90 billion within a second, and this price went from $3.20 something cents down to like $2.90 out of nowhere. And some people freaked out because they just didn't know what was going on, but in reality all that happened was CoinMarketCap started putting these asterisks here for the Korean exchanges, and they stopped averaging it within the price average that is shown to the public. And that right there, guys, is a form of a slight advantage that you have as a trader for being knowledgeable in the market. If you guys were on the live stream, or if you guys were in our night owl last night, or if you guys were in the Discord, you would have known that. And that's huge, because guess what? If you guys are on Discord or on Patreon, once again, I sent out that podcast to our Trade Alert Gold members that, hey, I am going to start buying into a lot of positions right now as the prices start to decline in anticipation of the price increases that we're going to see as this market cap starts heading towards 1 trillion. So I hope you guys are aware of that. You know, Bitcoin, once again, looking at the technicals here, $257 billion market cap. Yeah, it's, you know, it's still within this channel. What I'm looking at right now is the fact that we've put ourselves back into this original channel. What that means is we do have the potential to maybe see these prices head back to the 50-day where it was previously. Now, if you look at the 50-day, instead of being at 12,500, our 50-day moving average, sorry about that, let me remove this. Our 50-day moving average is not at 12,500 anymore. However, it is currently at 13,600, so about $1,000 increase. So if we can get down to those price levels, I am planning to put in some more buy orders and getting a larger position with Bitcoin right over here. Maybe even taking my Verge profits. And if you guys are patrons, you know I also sold some Ethereum today, being that I saw the double top form and it was already at peak prices. So long story short, guys, a lot of things are happening in the market. You need to be able to play this right. You need to be able to set yourself up to win. Don't be in the latter part of the news. Be at the forefront. Be part of a community that can get you the news first so that you can make a decision faster than anyone. That's the ones who win the market. That's how it was in traditional markets when I used to trade traditional markets. Who got the news first? Like when I was trading GoPro. Okay, who knew they were going to start selling drones? Well, the people who were closest to the community within GoPro knew that first. They were able to make those trades, and then it shot up to 90. Now it's like way lower. That was probably a bad long-term hold for me, right? Thank God I got out of that one. But let's not talk about traditional stocks or GoPro, because it's all about cryptocurrency, and this is where things are headed. So that's total market capitalization right now with Bitcoin. Once again, I think over the next couple of weeks, we're going to start seeing the altcoin market starting to increase towards Bitcoin's dominance, maybe even heading towards Bitcoin dominance of 25%. If it does get to that level, do I think it's going to maintain that level? Not necessarily. I think over time, Bitcoin has always proven itself. If you look at this chart here, you can see the percent of total market capitalization and the dominance. You can see altcoins are at an all-time high right now. They're taking these huge leaps of dominance. Bitcoin is dropping in dominance, but over time, I think Bitcoin will restabilize itself, as it's seen this in the past. It's seen this before, and Bitcoin is the king, right? So it's going to be interesting to watch this as time progresses. Let's shoot to the Tron technical here. Very similar to Verge. However, I do want to mention something. So there is a head and shoulder here. That is a sign of a reversal. So you got left shoulder, right shoulder, and the head. And then you bring this down here. You see this technical. It forms a pennant. Now the pennant, though, right here, is not necessarily the best pennant, in my opinion. So the pennant you can actually draw from here as well, and actually come from around this angle and draw this out, but it's a very minor pennant. And what I mean by that is I'm going to clear these drawing tools and show you guys the difference between a pennant and a channel, because some of you may get this confused. But you can see support levels here are consistent right around the 990 Satoshi level, versus when we look at Verge's chart, when Verge broke out and how a pennant is supposed to look, you see the support levels increase over time. So at one point, it was at 772 Satoshis, then it went to 877 Satoshis, and then it went to 1,042 Satoshis. So that's how a pennant is formed. It's not necessarily formed in this manner. However, this is obviously a channel that's forming, so you can always trade upon this channel. What I like about this channel is the fact that if you draw this out, any way you draw it out, it's a good time to buy because support levels are pretty much right here around 900 Satoshi. So I actually did put a trade in here. If you guys are Patreons, once again, you guys know I traded at, what was it, 915 Satoshis. I set up my stop loss beneath that because this is strong support. When you find strong support levels like this, it can give you confidence in your trade. So expecting Tron to either, most likely, in my opinion, what I could see Tron doing here, I'll show you exactly what I would predict here with Tron. Being the fact that it's on the support level, it's either going to continue to build this channel, maybe even lose a little bit of volatility. It could easily break out of this channel, start hitting some new highs and then some lower lows, possibly after these highs, being that the market in total has been declining. But that is going to, obviously take some time to occur. If you guys look here, if it does break down below this support, I have my stop losses set up. I'm not going to be losing too much. It's a safe swing trade for me. And once again, if this drops down, I think we'll see it go all the way back down to around 500 Satoshis. So hopefully that doesn't happen. We can continue to see Tron making its price movements upwards to the moon. I'm just kidding. So looking at Tron's total market cap, $9 billion, ranked number 10. Tron TRX, as you can see, 14 cents. We're seeing this exact same chart form right around this angle as well. And what I would say right now, with the volume this high, anything could happen for Tron. Looking at Litecoin, let's go ahead and transition into the coin that has never disappointed, right? Litecoin has always done well for most people. What I love about this is the fact that we have these clear support levels right here around, looks to be 1.4 million Satoshis. And then we have some resistance right around the 1.8 million Satoshi level. Now, trading Litecoin at this time, obviously it hasn't gotten much press. So if you look at the fundamental aspect of it, Charlie Lee recently sold all of his coins. I think that kind of has already faded away within the market. I think right now we're really focused in on what's going to happen within this price zone. You can see there is a clear pennant forming here as well. That could potentially lead to another breakout for Litecoin. Definitely in the short term, if I was a day trader, I would be pulling up this real live chart here, maybe even trading this as a day trade. Yeah, that would be an easy day trade. You can see much volatility, clear support levels. I mean, you can set up your buys here, set up your sells there, and make some quick profit like that with a coin that is this volatile within its channel. So that's the benefit of having these channels, guys. And once again, looking at Litecoin, being the fact that we saw this huge run up, we saw a lot of consolidation over time. This is more of the zoomed out chart. You can see there's clear support forming. We've now touched the 50-day moving average. I think because we touched this 50-day moving average, I think it's been able to catch up to its prices. And now we're going to start seeing this price starting to create more volatility now that the 50-day has caught up with the prices. So maybe optimistic about Litecoin over the next couple of days. So we'll continue to watch that, and I'll update you guys on the live streams, on the Discord, and on the Patreons. So Litecoin's total market cap, 14 billion, ranked number 7. Once again, catching itself, trying to get back into the top 5. And we're going to conclude this video with Ethereum Classic, one of my favorite charts for today, being the fact that there's so much volatility here, so many opportunities to be had. And if you look here, prices have pretty much stayed between these price levels. We saw some strong resistance right around 36,000 Satoshis. And then we saw some support right around 13,000 Satoshis. That's some clear support. Now, looking at the current channel, because most of that is irrelevant at this point, you can see here there's new support level here is pretty much forming right around 18,000 Satoshis. And we are seeing some resistance right around 25,000 Satoshis. Currently, with this extreme volatility, I would say to just continue to watch this. Even the EMA, as you can see, has been going up and down. The 50 days has been just popping back and forth as well. Ethereum Classic is really in a position where there's a lot of volatility, but there's a lot of sell-off as well as a lot of buy. And I think as this continues to grow, you can see the sell orders have been a lot larger than the buy orders. Eventually, once all the sells are gone, there's going to be an influx of buy orders, and that could certainly see this price shooting up. And in my opinion, it's still fairly low. As you can see, the all-time bottom here for the past couple of months seems to be right around 13,000 Satoshis. Our current support is at 18,000 Satoshis, so not much away from these lower lows, but this is still low compared to the channel that's currently forming. So I'm going to continue to watch Ethereum Classic. I think the volatility is cool as a swing trader. As soon as it hits the support, I can put in my buy order and then expect it to go up. And as you guys know, the way we trade here on Sniper's Tube. Hopefully, you guys stay tuned to these live streams because there's so much knowledge, so much wealth to be had utilizing that information. And then you see here rank number 20 Ethereum Classic coming into the top 20. It's been in the top 20 for quite a while, but now it's really finding its way back in there at a $3 billion market cap. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, the Discord and the Patreon link is in the description below for those of you that want the additional knowledge and wealth to attribute to your trades to enhance your success and create prosperity and profits for all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Naeem, and Sniper's out.